And so that should be going. So somebody said in the Facebook group that the link was not working, but I don't know what link she was talking about, because then when I checked, all the links were working fine. So I don't know which link she was talking about. All the links, as far as I know, are working just great. Right, we are good. And let me get started here. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Laura Canfield Show, the Awaken Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today at a special time earlier. If you are new to me, new to my show, new to my channel on YouTube, please do subscribe. Please do join us for all the live shows and all of the on-demand replays as well. It is my greatest and deepest wish, desire, and intention to bring forward to you these wonderful speakers who are here to share their wisdom, their energies, their talents, their gifts, their activations, their healing, etc., so that we can all thrive and live in joy and awaken to happiness now. And so, you know, that is one of the things that we don't have to wait for, right? We can be happy now, we can live in joy now, we can thrive now, right? So with all of that being said, I'm excited about today's show. And my dear friend Siddhii Shah is back with us today, and we are going to be talking about the secret of healing your fat without going to the gym or doing any diet. So I'm excited about this because I don't like going to the gym and I don't really like dieting either. So we're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about mudra for fat reduction, breathing exercises for fat reduction, and body dictations for fat reduction. We're going to talk to Siddhii about all of that and more. For those of you who do not know Siddhii, she was on earlier this year or this season in May, but she's been with us many times and we love having her on the show. I always learn something new, and it's always a high vibration call because Siddhii's always sharing and transmitting frequencies as she's speaking. She works with so many different modalities. But again, talking about today's topic of fat reduction, etc. If you can't get your body fit, no matter how hard you try, and if you're tired of dieting, exercises, and other means, and yet you're not finding any changes in you, then Siddhii's fat reduction healing sessions are precisely what you need. Siddhii is a renowned teacher, is often referred to as a fitness magician by her clients, with more than 100 spiritual healing courses under her belt, including being a pioneer of dragon healings in India and the founder of the Celestial Dragons Healing System. Siddhii is a powerhouse in the healing world. Her healing sessions have shown magical recoveries for people across all areas of life. But it's not just weight reduction. Siddhii's sessions have helped hundreds of healers upgrade their powers and benefit professionally. And more than 80% of people who have attended her fat reduction sessions observe significant fat loss in just 2 weeks' time. So we're going to talk to Siddhii about all of that and more. So be ready and be willing to receive from Siddhii and her team, her guides, as we talk about fat reduction without going to the gym or doing dieting. So welcome back to the show, Siddhii. So glad you're here.
Thank you so very much. And thank you for giving this opportunity. When before the call, we all were talking about how beautifully you conduct these calls. And before I start the call, I wanted to take this opportunity as well to thank you for being there, holding that sacred space for all of us, for us to experience different kind of healings, for us to experience different kind of sharings. And it is, in my opinion, a very thriving way of building communities, most beautiful way of building communities where all of us are here with one common purpose to transform our lives. So thank you so very much for holding that space for all of us.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. And I still find it remarkable that I get to do this. So thank you for everyone for being here and co-creating this beautiful space with us and being a part of the community. I so appreciate it.
So, and as we begin with this call, I'm going to promise one thing, that this is going to be a very quick, to the point, and a lot of giveaways call. Okay. A lot of us go through many different transitions in our life, and we all take it in our physical system. This happened with me when COVID hit. Okay. I was very thin, like, uh, my cheeks wouldn't show or nothing of that sort. And after the COVID hit, in just 3 months' time, when I looked at myself in the mirror, I could not recognize myself. I was blowing out of proportion. My clothes would not fit me. I met a new life called sedentary lifestyle, and a lot of things started changing within me. I would feel more lethargic. I would procrastinate more, and so many things were just happening. It's just one thing led to the other, to the other, to the other. All I wanted was just munch over some more chips. My cravings increased, and I'm very sure my hormones also got imbalanced in the process. But all I could see on the outside, that I was blowing out of proportion, and I had not seen myself this way any time before. And I knew that it was just a matter of time until when I start working out, or I start just going back to my usual lifestyle where I'm moving about, I'm doing things. But even then, there was something inside me that just would not change. And this made me resort or find solutions that were not based on any kind of nutritional guide, something that we do get from time to time from people. Hey, you need to eat this, you don't need to eat this. But I didn't want to depend on that. I could not go out and gym, I could not go out and walk. So the only resort I was left with, and I'm very, uh, is the sound all right?
I'm not sure if it's you or me, so I'm just hearing like a little echo or a little extra something. So that's why I was wondering, are you using an external microphone or not? Oh, it's fine. So it's fine for everybody else. So I'm gonna leave it. Maybe it's just my own thing. As long as it's fine for everyone, then I'm good. Small echo. Are you using an external microphone, Siddhii, or just your computer?
No, it's my earphone, and
Oh,
it's the
okay.
only thing I have.
Okay,
Is it fine though?
it's better now. Yeah.
Better now? Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to
Okay.
continue my
Yeah,
story.
please.
So I was left with only one resort, and I'm very thankful that my own life made me push towards finding solutions through healing. And I started talking to doctors, I started talking to nutritionists, and realized that there's much more to understanding fat and weight. And I started creating something beautiful for myself, not realizing that this is going to turn out to be a great transformational tool for so many others. Before I tell you what I discovered, I simply want to put forward a few things that it's been doing, so you understand the benefits first. Alina, when came in, she was expecting some fat reduction and some changes in her body. She not only lost 2 inches in just 4 weeks' time, it's actually more than 2 inches, but her skin was glowing more, and she was completely happy. When Zan came in, she would fit into her old clothes just at the end of 1 month, but her hormones balanced. And when Vicky came in, uh, she reduced one size from XL to L, and her cravings of sweets just went away. So these are the kind of things I started working on. So when we are gaining fat, why do we gain fat? Either it is because we are leading a sedentary lifestyle. That's what happened with me. Or because it is genetics. Someone in my family has had a, a structure like that. And that's why it's come into me, or uh, it is stress eating or certain kind of habits that you develop over a period of time and you don't know what to do and you resort to food. Sorry, or it is hormonal imbalance or many other things. Or it could be a mix of all. One thing leads to another. So when your hormones get imbalanced, you develop cravings, and when you develop cravings, you eat more, and then you put in some extra inches or some more weight, and your hormones are even more imbalanced. So I believe fat and weight are bigger issues than what we look at the outside, because over a period of time, they can develop bigger issues. So it is important to deal with them while you can. And that is one of the most beautiful things we have at our hand, that awareness of, yeah, this is time for me to get down and change this about me. And I started working on all these beautiful aspects: cravings, hormonal imbalance, uh, genetic ties that we all have with our ancestors, with our family lineage. And this is what brings me to ask, why do we collect fat? Why does our body decide to collect or store fat apart from scientific reasons? Second is, well, why why am I talking about only fat and not weight? So I'm going to clear out a few concepts. When it is about losing a few inches or some weight, the first thing we do is get onto a weighing scale and look at, oh, I'm weighing so much. And then we measure our bellies or our waist, and oh, this is my size. But most likely, uh, we will get onto a weighing scale. I would like all of you to understand and know that it is important for us to understand the weight, but in the journey of healing it spiritually, weight is only your body's mass, and that has some effect of gravity on it, and it's put forward. So a lot of weight tools that we have, that, oh, if you're this tall and this should be your ideal weight, may not stand true for all of us, because we all are very unique. Every body is unique. Every person is unique and is uniquely doing or playing some game. And that's why I do not give a lot of attention to weight. But I give attention to whether or not you're fit. It's not about fat either. It is about being fit. Now, what are the parameters that define that you are fit? And I believe a lot of us are women here, are we? And I'm going to bring those nuances more. If I was to ask you that, just stand wherever you are, whoever is on the call, stand and be standing for a while and see how long can you stand. If you cannot stand for beyond a certain minutes that are average or usual, you're not fit. You need to work on your fitness. If your period cycles are not regular or are giving you immense pain, you're required to work on your fitness. One more is what I've observed commonly. If you feel drained towards the end of the day, you need to work a little bit more on your fitness. And one of the most important aspects is your sleeping pattern. If you're not sleeping well, now this includes many different aspects. This includes aspects such as you're sleeping on time and waking up on time. You're not sleeping very late and waking up very late. And it also includes the quality of your sleep, whether it is disturbed or it is restful. And how do you feel when you wake up? When you wake up, if you do not feel that you're refreshed, your sleeping quality was not good, that directly affects
We can't hear you.
you can't.
Okay, yeah, now it's fine. Yeah, it's fine now because
Yeah.
you cut
I'm
off a little
going to
bit, but
repeat.
yeah, please.
Sure. Sure. I'm going to repeat what I said. So, if you do not feel fresh when you wake up, your body is going to react differently. And that also includes your fat. So it might end up storing some, or it might end up, the body needs strength or energy, and you didn't get it from your sleep. So it's going to start collecting from some place. So let us once again come back to the understanding. There's some point in time when your body has, or your emotions, or your subconscious has the need to get extra energy, whether you're emotionally drained or you're physically tired. The reason could be you've not slept enough. It's not that you've worked out or you're physically exhausted your body, it's just that you didn't sleep enough. The body starts collecting all of that and storing it, turning all of it into fat. So, when we are working with fat, there are a few aspects we need to work with. In today's call, I'm going to keep it a little more informative in a way that I give away a few tools that you start working on and start seeing this transformation. Okay, so that's why these 3 points are very important. The first is your sleeping pattern and your eating timings. You can decide over your eating timings, but don't change them too much. There have to be healthy intervals between your breakfast and your lunch, your evening snack, and your dinner. If you chose to skip your evening snack, that's all right, but your dinner has to be early. What is the ideal time to have your dinner is around 6 or 7 in the evening. Your lunch around 1 o'clock, 12 to 1. And that's how you can design your entire meals. We all know that your evening meal has to be the lightest, and I'm not going to repeat that for you. And I'm telling this from a spiritual point of view. What kind of food should you have? This has no nutritional aspect, but this has the understanding of uh, age old grandmama secrets. Okay. So, the kind of food one must have is what is available in 10 kilometers and 100 kilometers radius. So, if I am in India in a certain state which is different from many others, or I'm in US in a certain state which is different from many others, I have an access to only certain kind of staple, certain kind of fruits, certain kind of vegetables, or any other. And wherever I stay, the kind of food that I get turns out to be one of the best for me. All the food has its own beauty of nutritional aspects. So if I was working uh, on fat reduction in a different city, I would work it out differently. However, wherever you're born, sorry, wherever you're staying, all the surrounding is good enough to give you all that you need for your fat reduction journey. Second is what your body understands is traditionally what kind of food your family has been having. So if I'm used to having Indian meals, my body, my structure is naturally accepting that. And that is how I am designed. So that is also something I can stick to. and not go out and find other foods that Instagram today is asking me to go get it, otherwise you'll not become thin. So my only reason behind telling you about food is not to resort to so many things that is flashed as marketing to all of us every day. It is about understanding how your body is working. It is about being in alignment, is how your body is going to react to a certain thing. Instagram or any other social media platform is every day going to tell me something or the other that I don't have and is very essential for fat reduction. And I will make a run to get it. But that's not how it happens. The industry of fat reduction and weight management is one of the biggest in the world. And every day there are so many marketing messages. However, we are going to learn very different aspects of how do we reduce it. So I want to see a few yeses before I move forward and start giving you tips as to how do we deal with these things with very simple mudras, very simple body dictations, and a breathing exercise. Shall we start? All right. So today, what I spoke of is one of the reasons to have cravings is that, one of the reasons to collect fat is cravings. Okay. And all you need to do is be aware and observe what are the timings when you have these cravings, whether it is midnight or it is up around evening 5 o'clock. I've seen a lot of people feel cravings around evenings, not knowing that this is the time when the body is needing some energy and they're going to have their next meal after a while. And if they're going to munch something now, it will affect their meal, or it is going to be a very weird situation for them. But they end up having something or the other that will help them gain some instant energy. And most of the times, what they choose is not healthy. So, two things you can do about this. Once you've observed the timings, little bit before that, like 15-20 minutes before that, you can diffuse grapefruit oil in your space or orange oil. This gives you sense of satisfaction. This gives you sense of joy, and that takes your mind away from hunger pangs. Those of you who are not very sensitive on their skin can also wear it on your pulse points, but you need to definitely skin test before you use anything on your skin. And you also need to check on the quality, whether you can wear it on your skin. Okay. So these things you will have to do at your end. Or the second thing that you can do is figure out something extremely light that you can consume. You can consume some seeds. You can consume some munchings or green tea, something that does not contribute to collecting fat, but is very, very satisfying. The second reason that I spoke of, is sedentary lifestyle and collecting fat. Now, most of the times when we are leading the sedentary lifestyle, we will be more concerned about our bellies or our lower body, which is seemingly collecting more fat. Has this happened with you? Any one of you? I would like to just hear it or see it on chat. That we are focused on certain body parts like, oh my God, this is not my thigh. or this is not how I look like just a year back, right? I'm going to share with you a simple mudra. Mudra means a hand gesture. There's an entire science of mudra is what kind of posture or hand gesture you're holding on to, and it activates a certain flow of energy inside of you. And these mudras sometimes cool your body down, or heat it up, or balance out certain things. But to perform any kind of mudras, you need to know a few things. First is you cannot perform them until 1 hour after any of your meals. So you need to wait until you've had 1 hour of meal and water, and then you can do it. And after you do your mudra, please do not have anything for another 15 to 20 minutes. Let it integrate in your system, and then you can consume whether it is water or it is something else. Third is the duration of holding a mudra. While certain mudras you can hold for more than 15 minutes, the mudra I'm going to show you, you can use it only for 5 minutes as a starter. Because this is called Surya Mudra. Surya means sun, and this is a heat generating mudra. So when you do it, it generates a lot of heat. So a few things you need to keep on your mind when you're performing this. Drink a lot of water, right? Not right after, but during your day, drink a lot of water. It is going to flush out a lot of toxins, unless you're advised by your doctor that you're not supposed to drink a lot of water. With this mudra, please drink. This is how it is done. You fold your ring finger like this and press your thumb gently little above the nail, both your hands. Yeah. And then place it a little above your nails only. Yeah. And place it on your lap as it is, as your palms are facing the sky in receiving position. And all you need to do is pay attention to your breathing and be with yourself in that moment. Yeah, there are times when I've seen people do mudras when they are working or they are watching TV. All that is fine. The mudras are still going to work. I feel it's my personal view that when you do a certain spiritual healing, your attention has to be with you, right? And you just need to do it for 5 minutes. This is said to be melting fat. That melting fat sounds a little weird, but yeah, this basically burns the fat with one of the yogic mudra ways. Try it out and do come back to Alara or me saying, how did this work out for you? This is one of the most amazing tools, no sweat tools, and gives you amazing results. So I'm giving you all the tools that are going to speed up your journey if you are on this journey, right? And thirdly, I'm going to give you a tip of body dictation. Now for this, I will need little more participation from all of you, okay? I want to know if you think you have extra fat, what is the reason why you have it? You can use the chat window here or communicate with me in the way you'd like. Why would you think you have collected the fat? Okay, okay. Right. So you're saying eating sweets, cravings, protection, stress, excess sitting time, too many sweets, lack of control. Okay, I believe when you say lack of control, it is lack of control over food or certain kind of sweet or salty, crunchy taste. Okay, now, why did I ask this is because all of us need different kind of body dictations. What are body dictations is you are asking your body that it is all right for the body to be thinner. What if I told my body it is all right to reduce some fat? You're still going to be safe. You're still going to be protected. It's all right not to collect fat. So all of the above and solar plexus issues. Yes, solar plexus issues. Now, I would ask the second question, which is the emotion you have very strongly served to, and that is a negative emotion to yourself. Something that you're holding on to, and you know that you're thinking negatively about yourself this way for a very, very long time. Overly sensitive, okay.
So, Siddhi, I've also heard in the past that people who work with energy or are energy healers tend to carry more weight and fat.
Yes, they do tend to, uh, and there are reasons behind them. You are constantly listening to people's problems. You're open to them. And if you end up storing them or saving them somewhere inside, where you're trying to shield yourself against them, it could be either of them. So if I'm making myself very, very strong, I feel that bodily need to have that kind of weight, to have that kind of strength, to have that kind of protection, and I will develop my body that way. So my body is only supporting me to go ahead and do this, and my mind thinks that I need to have more weight in my voice, or I need to have more weight in this or that, or I need to shield myself a lot more. I need to protect myself a lot more, and I'll do it. My body will do it naturally, right? And people who are beginners, sometimes they do not understand or realize that they're absorbing others' sadness and making it their own problem. And it just happens. So it is just a beginner's problem when they are starting. But yeah, I've seen people go through that because of absorbing others' problems also.
So, and can you just explain, maybe I'm not getting it, but what do you mean by dictation? I don't understand. Basically, is it like, are you telling your body what to do or asking your body
I'm
what to do?
commanding my body to do something. So when I say dictate, I'm dictating this to my body that it is all right for me to do this, and please do this. Actually, I'm not telling this to my body. I'm telling this to my mind. And I'm letting it go in. So in one of the videos that I shared with you, I've shared one Vedic chant. Is it all right for me to share it here also? So
yeah,
it gives an idea.
For everybody, I put those, there's 2 new videos on the gifts page for Siddhii, so please access them there. They are there for you to access freely for those of you who are part of my community. So please do go check out the gifts page again, and you will see them there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just commanding a certain part of my body to reduce or lose fat. Let's suppose it's my arms. I'm just holding both my arms and saying, using a word, which is this word itself is like a command. It's like a supernatural energy, which is like Laghima. Laghima is one of the powers in Hinduism is said, which shrinks the person to the smallest size that the person can become. And I'm just asking my arms and say Laghima. Take a deep breath and say Laghima. And then again that. Spend a moment doing that. Why don't we also? If for you, if it is arms, or for you, if it is belly, place your palms on bellies. For you, if it is thighs, place your palms on thighs. Some of you, if it is hips, place your palms on your hips or sides or waist, wherever you'd like.
Can you type it in the chat, Siddhii? Somebody,
Yes.
I'm sure people are wondering.
Yes. Done. All right. So I just asked, this was my small way of asking a certain part to reduce in size. Would you guys like to have a moment to do this? Yes, let's please do this. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. I'm going to place my palms on my belly. I need to work on my belly today. All right. Deep breath. And say, as you place your palms on the body part where you wish to reduce some fat, first of all, connect with that body part. So it is all right for you to reduce some fat. It is all right for you to have a shape that I desire, or go down in size or shape. Now, and I love you then, and I'd love you if you're the healthiest ever. Take a deep breath and say, Laghima. Observe how this body part is reacting. And again, say Laghima. Laghima is the command to this part to shrink in size in a healthy way. Once again, a deep breath and say Laghima. Observe and resonate with the power of this word, integrating with this body part. Deep breath and say Laghima. Deep breath and say Laghima. Take a moment to observe the shifts. Observe if this body part is trying to tell you something. Listen to it. And respond if it is necessary. Or else continue. You take a deep breath and say Laghima. Deep breath and say Laghima. At this point in time, you can also choose to give a lot of pink light to this body part. Listening to you, being in synchronicity with this idea. So once again, I love you, and then you can slowly open your eyes. Are you all feeling easy? All right.
Awesome. Thank you. That was something simple. And yeah, I could definitely feel, I don't know, I felt something in my arms, and especially when we sent the pink light as well. It was good. Yeah. Is there a length of time that we should aim to do that?
You should aim to do it for 2 to 3 minutes each body part. So from arms, if you wanted to move to waist, you can do that. From there, if you wanted to move somewhere else, just 2 minutes. Every body part is enough. Or else, if it was the entire body, just connect with your entire body, close your eyes and go on saying lucky. That's all right. So in that you can do it for 3 to 4 minutes.
I'm still yawning. I started yawning when we started doing the process. I'm still yawning. But for me, that means energy is shifting.
Energy is shifting.
Elizabeth was asking, what does Laghima mean? I think you said something about shrinking.
Yeah. So there are 8 kind of different supernatural powers, which are defined in Hinduism, which are called Ashtasiddhi, supernatural abilities. It could be blowing out of proportion, becoming a very great size, and something completely opposite, just like shrinking into a very small size. And that ability to perform that is called Laghima. So now, this brings me to tell this to you very quickly that one Indian deity who's supposed to be having all 8 of them is said to be Lord Hanuman, and he had many such abilities, and Laghima is one. So it is basically shrinking in size. Now, like Elizabeth here, who asked, what is the meaning of Laghima? You're likely not to remember this word. And that's where the body dictations come in. If you didn't remember this word, you really don't need to. You're just asking your arm or your tummy or your body or your thighs, anything, to either shed off some fat or shrink in size in a healthy manner. So you are to create your own command that you're going to give. So these are like body commands that you're giving it. So that's why I asked, why do you think you're storing the fat? Some of us said stress, some of us said protection, some of us said, in fact, one of them I find very interesting, proving that I should be loved not for my looks. Yeah. So the compulsion of proving, or that need of being loved. Okay. How about you tell that body part a dictation that you can reduce fat, and I'll still love you. People will still love you. We all respect you. How about telling this to your tummy? And you can also get into the language of commanding. You can also say something like, reduce fat quickly, or reduce fat now, or reduce fat uh, right away. Anything like that is also going to work for you. Now, few other reasons and instances that I will bring forward. Some people feel that they are carrying a lot of baggage, and that's why they want more weight, they want more fat. And when you start giving your body the dictation of nothing else but letting go of that baggage, that I'm letting go of all the baggage from my past right now, and it is safe and all right for me to reduce fat, is also going to work. So, taking a very, very deep insight into what is it that you're troubled with the most is also going to give you an insight into why are you storing fat. Somewhere you will get this insight when you ask your body, why am I storing this? I did it because I wanted to enjoy every minute of freedom that I'd got after so many years of constant working. The real reason behind munching the chips, the real reason behind so many things is because for a very long time, I had not given myself any break. And when the lockdown hit, I just wanted to splurge on everything. I had that need. And I didn't know that I was carrying it for such a long time. And when I did that, after that, I had to tell my body that, yeah, I've enjoyed it and it is enough. Now I can let go of this need. I can always give myself a lot of breaks without collecting any fat. So that was my body dictation or my body command. And I'm sure you will be able to make one as you find your body's need. And if you think you just cannot, you can simply use this as yours. That it is safe, perfect, and all right for me to let go of extra fat from either this part of my body or that part of my body or from my body. It will start working for you. With this, I'll give you a beautiful combination. How about that? A beautiful combination that works for you even when you're doing nothing else, you're just watching TV. Two things that you always need to take care of is when you're sitting, be aware of the posture. The minute you're slouching and your back is not straight, you're burning lesser calories. But when you're sitting straight, your metabolism increases, naturally burning more fat. And this is scientific. This is not only spiritual, this is scientific. The minute you sit up straight, you are burning more, you are gaining more metabolism. So that is one. And second is paying attention to your breathing. Normally, when we are breathing, it's not very deep, is it? A lot of us, while watching this also, you may not have very deep breaths, but every few moments or every hour, you were to remind yourself or set an alarm and start breathing deeper, you will naturally start burning more fat around your belly, around your navel. And this is also scientific. So, this not only makes you spiritual, when you're breathing deep, uh, something very fundamental happens is the spiritual channel called Kurmanadi inside of you gets activated, and that's the spiritual benefit of you connecting with your inner spirit in a stronger way. That's the spiritual benefit. And The scientific benefit is you're burning fat around your belly. And both of them put together along with your body dictations. When you're dictating your body to do something and when you're breathing deep, your natural spirit comes in alignment with this thought that it is all right for you to let go of these things. And your body is going to absorb this in the more natural manner and is going to show you better results and sooner results. Now, does it sound easy and very doable?
Definitely. Just sitting up straighter and once in a while, once an hour, breathing deeply. Because I'm also a shallow breather, Autumn, so I totally get it. But yes, it's like every hour setting the alarm. pretty soon we're gonna have so many alarms going off every hour. But this is an easy one. As you're sitting watching TV, for example, or a show like this, you can just sit up straight, check that you're sitting straight, and take a few deep breaths. It doesn't mean you do it all the time, but just once in a while, remind yourself to do it. We can definitely do that. Yeah, I just, and we could do the mudra too while we're sitting as well, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I love it. Thank you. Good. And we can do the lagima just by sitting, watching TV, watching these shows, putting our hands on our stomach if we need to, and doing that as well. So very easy. Thank you so much. I love it.
Thank you. So these are the things I really wanted to share with all of you. I've gone through the pain of seeing myself in a completely different size. My face looked different. And I know how much it means for people who would want to transform and transform real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. And these, and talking to your body and telling it, that, what, let's reduce some weight, and it's safe for me to reduce some fat, and I still love you. Even if you reduce some fat, I will still love you. Just talking to your body, those dictations are so important. And that is about, again, having that communion with the body, having that relationship with the body, and not judging the body. Yeah. Agree to talk to your body and send love, for sure. Sending love at the same time as you're asking it to reduce in some areas, right? Yeah, for sure. Thank you. That's great. Thank you, Siddhii. Sorry. So I know that you have a special program that's starting next week. Not next week, the 31st, right? Let's talk about that really quickly. Can we meditate on the word lagima quietly, or do you speak it? Oh, good question. I did both, but good question.
You're only whispering. So either you choose whispering so that only your body can hear it. You don't have to call it out loud. I was doing it because I wanted everyone to hear it, but you just whisper or do it in your mind. Very quietly meditate. Your body part will still receive the command. When you whisper, the only difference you're making is giving the sound vibration to your body. There's nothing else that is changing in the whole game. However, when you're meditating, your intentions are stronger. So either one of them will work.
Awesome. Thank you. So I'm going to share my screen, Siddhii, if that's okay. And then we can talk a little bit about the package.
So while you share, I just had a request for everyone on the call to try these out and transform your body real quick, and do share your feedbacks with both of us and say how it goes. However, if you wanted to make your journey the package that I've designed, there's a lot of wonderful work for you. It just speeds up the whole process real fast. Like I told you guys, that a lot of people who've come in, they've reduced 2 inches of belly fat in just 2 to 4 weeks' time. And Alara, over to you, really. Sorry to hijack.
Nope, that's okay. So basically the package is the fat reduction healing sessions for July, which are starting on July 31st. the package is offered for $72, and I'll let you talk about it because there's, basically I'll just
Yeah.
give the basics and then you can talk about it. But it's from 6 to 6:30 p.m. IST, which is 8:30 a.m. to 9, and there'll be recordings, and they're just 20 to 30-minute videos, live videos, just like this on Zoom, every Monday to Friday, so 5 days a week. And and then there'll be the recording. So if you miss it, you can always go back and watch it. And all right, Siddhii, I'm going to let you explain exactly
Yeah.
what.
I'm going to explain the entire process of the calls. Okay, so Monday to Friday, we have these calls where you be with me doing very light exercises and receive the meditation, receive the commands, that means dictations, receive mudras, and just be with me for those 20 to 30 minutes. However, if you wanted to get little more help, I will be sharing only 1 minute exercises that you can do in the day. Otherwise, if you chose to do them, and if you chose, you can do a 20 minutes exercise and that 20 minutes walk, sorry, not exercise. And that makes your fat reduction journey real fast. I've seen people come onto the program and in 4 weeks lose 4 inches, like 2 sizes down, simply because they chose to do 1 minute exercises and 20 minutes walk. But everybody, as I said, works differently. So in this program, I give it is like a meditative session, like how we just experienced a very small thing. I gave you an exercise, and we are doing that. Sometimes I will stretch myself, and you will be stretching yourself, and we'll be saying something else. So you are going to go through a meditative journey, 20 to 30 minutes, light exercises, and receive a lot of spiritual energies, that is dragons and that is Omkara with Leem and so many other energies that are sent to you with a purpose, with an intention to help you in this process, to reduce your cravings, to balance your hormones, to any kind of emotions that are not supporting you, resolving them for you, healing them for you. And it goes into multiple different aspects. I've had doctors come into these programs before, so they tested their hormones and every other aspect before they came onto this program. And after finishing, some of them finished 1 month, some of them finished 3 months, and tested their hormones again, tested their specifics again, and were really happy with the results. They could not have achieve these without any other way or support. I mean, without having meds or without doing anything, they could not really expect these kind of results which came in. A lot of people found that their skins were glowing, their skins were shining, had a different glow. So this program is not only about fat reduction, it is about overall fitness of your emotions, fitness of your health, fitness of your routine, and in the process, becoming thinner. And all you're
Awesome.
investing is 20 to 30 minutes, Monday to Friday. And as Alara said, these happen over Zoom calls. But if you happen to miss out, the replays are always available for you, and they are going to be available for a period of 3 months.
Awesome. I'm going to have to change something here because I saw something here that says 3 days, and it's like, it can't be 3 days. It's like,
Yeah,
but 3 months.
yeah,
Awesome.
no, that is my team's beauty. They tell people 3 days because they want people to consume these in 3 days. And I'm like, please take it now, please.
Yeah.
This is for your benefit.
Got it.
So
Yeah.
really sorry.
So that's okay. So this package is available for $72 only. So like I said, that's 4 weeks of Monday to Friday healing sessions. And when it comes to the healing sessions with Siddhii, I did something, not for weight, I did the weight reduction too, actually. but it was at a different time. And so I was not very good at it, but I did another one, and she would start the Zoom. She would start her processes, and I would just fall asleep. I was just like, I was like out, completely out. But I felt so good, so good. And so I know that when Siddhii does her processes, they're quite strong and powerful. And some of you may fall asleep. That's okay. And some of you may not, but you'll definitely feel or experience a shift for sure. So please do take advantage of that. And this is, it's always a perfect time, but I'm finding right now that we really all need to put ourselves first, prioritize ourselves and our health. And so when it comes to, fat reduction or weight reduction, it is for me, not just like a cosmetic look or anything like that, or image or anything. It's about the health, right? The health of the body. And so this can definitely help you to feel better, look better, move better, right? And different processes and different tips and tools that she's going to teach you that are going to be really simple and doable, like this, like what we did today, were doable tools that we can definitely do, like, the diffusing the essential oils. We can all do that if we have them, which most of us do. The mudra, the chant, lagima, and then all the other stuff that we did. So much already today. We learned so much, Siddhii. Thank you.
Yeah.
So does anybody have any questions for Siddhii about what we learned today, or about the program, or if you have any questions, just raise your hand or type your question in the chat. And was there anything else that we wanted to share today, Siddhii, for everyone? I'm just checking to make sure that we covered everything that we wanted to. Did we do the breathing exercise? Yes. I know, we talked about deep breathing, right?
Right. So thank you for reminding that we didn't do it. However simple this breathing exercise could sound like, trust me, more than 300 people have tried it and seen results. So this breathing exercise, how does this go like? Okay, and carefully listen to me, because there's hardly anything you'll find in it, but it makes a lot of sense. To reduce fat faster, do this. Take a very deep breath, observe it actually going down till your lower abdomen. That is how you're going to breathe in. Okay, so when you do this breathing exercise, make sure you're sitting up straight. Okay, you can sit in Sukhasana, the cross-legged manner, or the way you sit on the chair is fine. But you have to be sitting straight. Second is very deep breath going down till your lower abdomen. And as you're breathing out, you're pulling in the muscles of your lower abdomen. And when you're breathing in, you're swelling your tummy like a balloon, like how much ever it can swell. Then again, when you're breathing out, pulling in your tummy. Now, please don't do it in a manner that you just breathe out very quick and take your tummy in very fast. Don't do it in a manner which is jerky. Do it very slow and easy. Your tummy has to be shrinking in real slow. It has to be swelling out real slow. And this is your breathing exercise. But even if you do it for a week, you'll see a great change. So before you do this, try this out. Measure your waist and your belly. Do this for a week. Measure your waist again and your belly again.
Awesome. Thank you. So basically, she's putting you all to work to do this little breathing exercises, but you will see the proof after a week, after you do it, right? Because if you're measuring first, then doing this practice for a week and measuring again, you will see a difference. So
Yes.
amazing. I love that, Siddhii. Thank you for that, because we, sometimes we need that proof for ourselves, right? For our mind and our body to show that, yes, this actually is working, and does work. So, and then we'll continue to do it, right? Continue to use it and etc. So awesome. Thank you for that.
And
Go ahead.
just one little tidbit along with this. How long should you be doing this? Do it for about 1 to 3 minutes. And you can do it just once or twice a day.
Yeah.
If you're doing 1 minute twice a day, more than 1 minute once a day is enough.
Perfect. Thank you. Good. Awesome. Easy. Again, doable, right? And so I think that's one of the key points, is the doable part, because if it's doable, we're going to do it. If it's not doable, probably going to be like, nah, but this is all doable. Everything that Siddhii shared with us today is all doable. And so just that alone for me is exciting, because I like things that are easy, that are doable. It's like, yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do that. But then I need the reminder, right, to do it. And that's why the program with Siddhii is about every day she's going to teach you, a new 1 minute thing, 1 minute tip, as well as all the healing that she'll give in the process, and the meditation, guided meditation, etc. And that will keep you on track, right? So that will keep you on track to keep going and keep doing some of these processes. We're not going to apply to all of them, but even if we can do some, it will help. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, very informative. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. Siddhii always shares some wonderful tips and tools that we can start to use right away, which is what I love. It's like we don't have to wait. We can start working with it. And then if you choose to work with Siddhii in the program, then you'll be ahead of the game, because you've already started, right? You've already started. And it's a great way to keep you going afterwards. Awesome. Thank you, Siddhii.
You already started, and I help you do it. We all do it together. And apart from that, a lot of powerful healing energy. So it's a very satisfying program to my mind.
Yes, absolutely. And the key for me with your sessions, Siddhii, are the powerful, powerful, powerful healing sessions. They truly are powerful. And so if you don't do any of these little tips, at least sign up to get 20, 30 minutes of these healing processes Monday to Friday. They're amazing. I know that. I've experienced them myself, and I'm like, she's so good. I mean, like, the processes are just so powerful. So I would highly recommend that in itself. And the thing is, with the healing processes, it's about raising your vibration, raising your frequency, letting go and healing and clearing what doesn't serve you, right? So it's automatically going to start to work on all aspects of you, not just the weight reduction, not just the fat reduction. It's going to work on your whole system. Healing, generally, that's what it does, right? Awesome. Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Anyone? Any last words of wisdom for us today? There was so much wisdom, so much guidance already.
It's going to be words of inspiration, actually. I came here with a motive to empower everyone. And if anyone would need any help, whatever I share could bring a transformation in their life, it would be really wonderful. So it's my sincere request for all of you to try these out, or share the video or this entire knowledge with people who would really need it, and help them find a way to work with these things, while a lot of us are stuck with taking tablets or taking supplements or taking all wrong things and tools to reduce fat very unnaturally. There are people who are going in for surgeries and so many things. I would say, don't do that to your body, don't do that to yourself. Gaining more confidence and doing it in the most beautiful manner would also help you achieve results. So help them try this out and send your feedback. And for more, yes, Alara and I will definitely help you. So thank you so much for being on this call. I hope you all enjoyed it, because I definitely enjoyed.
Thank you. And yes, please do share this video and these tips with your friends as well, because I know a lot of us could use these tips, right? And so please do share this video with your family and friends who can just use a few more tips for themselves to just work with them as they're watching Netflix, as they're watching these other shows, as they're, just sitting, resting, just having that reminder of sitting up straight. But did we know that sitting up straight helps to increase your metabolism? No, I did not, right? So why not, right? Simple things that we can do every day for ourselves to help us, help each other, okay? So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you for your comments and your feedback. And thank you for co-creating this beautiful space with us. We learned so much. And start talking to your body in a loving way, dictating what you would like it to do, right? As well. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else around that I wanted to share. But go back and watch, go back and listen as well, to get all the juicy tips from this video, and plus the 2 free videos that I just posted on the gift page for under Siddhii. You'll see them there. So also take advantage of those. Okay, some wonderful tips there. All right, so thank you so much, everyone. We'll have a great weekend. It is Thursday, so have a great weekend. And until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all much love and blessings always. Bye for now. Thank you so much, Siddhii. Thank you.
Thank you, Alara. It's always been very kind.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day, afternoon, evening.